Cory's up in the North Valley with an artist prepping for a big Thunderbird Artist Festival.
In Carefree. Hey, Cory.
You guys, we love coming up here to the raw desert, and we love, turning back some of these drives. You never know what you're going to find. If you want to say hi to artist Christopher Heede, this is how you do it. Yeah, you just bang the gong at the gate. That lets Chris know that you are on the way, and Chris is going to be appearing as part of the Thunderbird Artists Carefree Fine Arts and Wine Festival that's coming up November 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. And here's Chris now. Chris, I could watch you all day throwing your pots, and you're a long timer. You started in high school, right?
Yeah, I've done this over 40 years. I started when I was 1. I was stomping clay like they did when they do the grape thing.
Yes, well, you got artist parents,
yes,
right?
Yes, both my parents were artists. It's fun throwing pots because you never know how it's going to come out.
For sure. Well, speaking of how it'll come out, we've got some pieces behind you. Go ahead and hop up as soon as you finish that portion of that pot. And your work, it's just spectacular. I know you get compliments all the time.
Who fired this piece, that piece too. The wall piece has melted glass over the glazes.
Mm-hmm. Boy, now this is obviously highly advanced
this piece
pottery.
Here is really cool. It's called raku, the top, the handle. I had to pick it up with my hands with a pair of metal with the gloves, and the gloves started on fire. Luckily, I had 2 gloves on, and the piece was 2,000 degrees when I picked it up.
Well, there aren't a lot of rules, certainly, when it comes to what you do, and artists in general. They're generally known as not rule followers in most cases. We're in your own studio. You built with your own hands as a young man in your early 20s. And give me quickly the nuts and bolts of what people can expect when they get to the festival.
I'm going to hopefully have all these pieces here ready and fired once it comes. This piece here, that is called the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
The people talking. The first one was done by accident, and now I do it on purpose.
Mozart said that a lot too.
You can see, I love to feed the birds out there. I've had bobcats out there, and
boy, well, your own environment is a great inspiration. Well, next time we get together, we'll talk more about the festival coming up and about your friends who will be there in the art community here especially in the North Valley. But again, it's all happening in Carefree. That'll be November 2nd, 3rd, 4th, or 3rd, 4th, 5th. 2nd, 3rd, 4th. And we'll talk more about it, Celeste and Troy, next time we get together. See you in a few.
Oh, look at this beautiful artwork.
Really nice job.
Yeah.
That's way better than what I did in high school.
Right.
That's for sure.
Did you use it as
like sideways?
And use it as a pen holder, like on your desk?
my mom or my grandma did. I mean, just to be nice. He is up in the North Valley with an artist prepping for next weekend's Thunderbird Artist Festival.
Oh, this is cool. Hey, Cory.
Yeah. Hey, you guys, and I probably misspoke. It's 2 weekends away. Not this coming, but the next, November 2, 3, and 4. And can you look how lush and pretty this place is? It was built, this studio, built by hand by a 22-year-old guy back in about 1983 and 4. Well, here he is, all grown up. Still looks handsome. But Chris Heede, thanks so much. And boy, you had a dream, and you really made it come true. Not every artist. Many artists have this sort of skill. They don't all have the construction skills or the stubbornness to make it happen. This must be a great day for you every day.
It is. It is. It's fun to work here. I love to feed the birds.
Yeah, you've got a lot of bird friends out there.
I have a 50-pound-a-week birdseed habit, I hate to admit.
Oh, well, you've got a lot of wheels here, a couple of kilns, and is every day a process of finishing a project or working on another? Is something new popping out every day?
Yeah, some weeks are I'm producing things. Some weeks I'm glazing. Right now I'm about to do a glaze firing. Mm-hmm. The show is 10 to 5 on Easy Street and Ho Hum Road, and it's one of the finest shows in Arizona. It's very highly juried, good quality work. Yeah. You'll find everything out there. It's really an interesting show to come to.
Yeah, boy, when the Thunderbird artists are kind of running things, everything's pretty top-notch. And Susan Poget in the game. Everybody should know, if you're new to Arizona, and we get new people moving to the state all the time, this is a great weekend to experience Carefree, for one thing, the town of Carefree, but to see, as you say, just the best artists around. And why not fill up your house with some beautiful pieces, right?
Exactly. Support the arts.
Yeah. Now,
art is important.
Speaking of your handiwork, this is the worst outhouse I've ever seen. What is it actually?
It's actually my kiln. I built it
gosh.
myself. I built the bricks myself. I fire with propane. That's my kiln goddess. I built when I was 15. She watches out
I don't
over the
mess with her.
firings.
Yeah.
This is the raku process. It's an old Japanese technique. When I reach,
You get about 30 seconds. Run us through it.
I raise this up. I grab the piece with the pair of metal tongs and drop it into a nest of alfalfa. I'm a kind of a pyro at heart.
This is a nest of alfalfa under here. Lift that up.
Nest of alfalfa.
Oh my gosh, that is so primitive looking, but boy, the effort is all worth it. Your pieces are gorgeous. All right, come see Chris Heede and the whole gang. Thunderbird Artists Carefree Fine Art and Wine Festival, November 2, 3, and 4, 2 weekends from now in Carefree. You'll be glad you came.